Hi everyone, it's Marianne Maldonado bringing you some support cards created with the Support Sentiment Stackers kit from Queen & Company. I have created 2 cards ahead of time and then I'm creating 2 live here for you to see. Well, not live. It was live and it's over in the Queen & Company Facebook page, but I've condensed it for you here. And I'm doing a voiceover for you to see the remaining card. So the first card that I'm creating is the I Hope You Recover Fast card. I did use the beautiful paper pack that comes with the kit. I've pre-cut some circles and things like that to make it easier and a little bit more appealing to watch. The striped paper on the background is absolutely adorable, but I wanted it to be a little classier, so I thought was going to be classier, so I used white, and I did use foundation dyes, and I will link those foundation dyes and the Support Sentiment Stacker here in the bottom comments for you to see. I did use foam. I love foam. If you watch any of my videos, you know that foam is a necessity. It's probably one of my favorite tools to use in scrapbooking and card making, so buy some foam and you'll love it as well. So I cut 3 circles and I decided to stack all the circles up towards the top. I don't know, maybe like a big earring. I don't know why I decided that, but I like how it came out. It's a little different than just stacking circles on top of each other. I did use ouch for my sentiment on this. There are 3 words: ouch, hugs, and support. And you can see here that I just used the outline die and the skinny word die, and I backed those together and I stacked up several white ouches, if you will, and then covered it with the green ouch to give it some stability. It's really hard to tuck foam tape in behind those really thin words, so cutting it repeatedly and stacking them on top of each other tends to be a little bit easier. Or I find that it is. Now, it's not my idea. I watched several card makers and crafters, and I learned this technique through them, which is brilliant because I do like dimension, and it's very hard to use foam tape. So I just put it on top of this pink paper so you could see it a little bit better. I should have actually got a lot closer for you. Sorry about that. Once I've added the ouch, I used the yellow ice flowers, and I'll link those below as well, and I just applied them on the yellow circle almost all the way around. You'll see in just a moment when I finish. They're really cute, and for the sentiment I just used the stamp that's included in the kit, and it says I hope you recover fast. And I did use foam behind the white and then applied it directly down behind the green. I really enjoyed this collection. I tied a bow. I think I tied it 2-3 times and took all those out for you because several of them just didn't, I pulled them to make them smaller and then they would just untie. Oh, what a mess it was. So anyway, you just get one rendition of bow tie making. And it adds a little bit of dimension and texture to the card as well, as you see. There's 2 other cards that I had made previously to the video. One will be the floral hugs card that you'll see at the end of this video, and the other is the support card that I made. So a total of 4 cards, and I did create a gift package to wrap these in, and I wasn't thrilled with the outcome of it, but I still liked it, and I'm still going to give it away. So then here I used the beautiful glitter flowers. I used 2 different colors. I used the mint green and the white, and I ended up tying in some green ice flowers as well for a little more dimension. And you'll see at the close-ups at the end of this video, and I think in this break in a second, how they all came about. They're beautiful. They're thick, so I don't know if they'll go through the regular mailing system, but if you use a padded envelope or you hand deliver these, the recipients will be thrilled. And if they don't keep their cards, they can always peel those off and use them for something else on their own. I have a tendency to be careful who I choose to send these homemade cards to because not everybody appreciates the hard work that goes into these items. You well know that, I'm sure. So the ice flowers are really fun. I like them. They're a different kind of a flower, but they're really adorable. So I think I'm wrapping this card up, and we're going to move on to the next one. Oh, there's the close-up. See those beautiful glitter flowers at the bottom? So for the next card, I called it support card, but if you see that pattern paper, pack of pattern paper over to the left, that's where I drew my inspiration from. So I created a flat white border that will go on top of my white card base. And I just wanted just to be white on white on white. And then what I did was I cut each color out of each paper, front and back of each paper that is in the kit. Sorry for my word stumbling. And I just lined them up and stacked them up and ended with the black one, which was the pop of support. So it looks like a rainbow, but it's the rainbow according to the paper pad, and I just love it. It was so much fun to do. I might have messed up a little bit with the first three. They're not as close as the ending support words, but it's really beautiful. And this would be just a wonderful card to send to somebody for support for cancer, or for support for a death, or any type of support that you can give someone if they're just regular sick, or maybe with COVID, who knows. So at the end, I'll show you a close-up of this as well. And I just used wet glue and applied it down at the bottom. And I had my hand on there, but if I had a little more time, I should have put something heavier on there just to sit on there. And it'll give you some weight on that to help it stick a little bit better while you're waiting to apply the rest of the items. And then I dug out the epoxy dots, the black and white epoxy dots, and just used the white. Did not use any black. And it really is classy and beautiful. I really like how this card turned out. This is probably my favorite of the bunch, along with the yellow hugs. Now, just a little bit about the yellow hugs. I took the flower dye from the foundation kit, and I ran it through my Big Shot, like, how many times? 10 times, all over my little yellow card. And then I raised those on foam tape and put them right back in the same spots they came from. Isn't that support pretty? I really love it. But here in a second will be the yellow hugs, and you can see what I mean by punching the flower out of, or the hugs card. I punched the flower out several times right there and just put them back on with foam tape. And I do appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.